Across 159 countries, the potato serves as a biological foundation for sustainable agriculture. It functions as an active driver of economic opportunity, providing the stable caloric base and employment necessary for modern societies to function. This single crop is a key component of diverse farming systems worldwide. From small mountain plots to vast mechanized operations, it supports the food security and nutrition of billions of people. Tracing the path of this resilient plant reveals the specific biological mechanics that have allowed human civilizations to stabilize and expand over the last 8,000 years. This history began high in the Andes Mountains, where the first potatoes were domesticated approximately 8,000 years ago. The crop's high caloric yield provided the energy needed to sustain the expansive Inca civilization. Within that culture, it was so vital it became known as the flower of ancient Indian civilization. This success was built by indigenous communities and small-scale family farmers. For millennia, these growers, a significant number of whom are women, have been responsible for safeguarding the vast spectrum of the crop's diversity. This ancient Andean foundation produced a crop that was uniquely adaptable, hardy, and ready to take root in nearly every corner of the globe. When the potato reached Europe in the 16th century, its high yield solved a critical problem. It provided the surplus energy required to support mass urbanization. This dense energy source fueled the specific workforce that drove the Industrial Revolution, allowing populations to shift from rural farms to expanding industrial cities. As it migrated to Asia, the crop's resilience proved equally transformative. During China's Qing dynasty, the potato successfully alleviated widespread famine, securing its role as an essential food source for a growing empire. By providing a reliable caloric buffer against crop failure and shortages, the potato became a stabilizer for global powers during their most rapid periods of growth. However, relying on a biological system requires maintaining its complexity. A crop's genetic base is its internal library of traits. In the 1840s, Ireland's potato supply had a dangerously narrow library. When blight hit, there were no resistant traits to stop it, leading to the total collapse of the food system during the Great Famine. This vulnerability stands in contrast to the crop's performance during World War II. During those shortages, the use of diverse, high-yield varieties provided a critical layer of food security that helped nations withstand the pressures of total war. Biological diversity acts as a shield against systemic failure. Protecting the full spectrum of the crop's variety provides the resilience needed to withstand pests, diseases, and shifting environmental threats. That library is surprisingly deep. Today, there are over 5,000 distinct varieties of potato cultivated worldwide, each containing unique genetic resources. Local communities lead the preservation effort. In Peru's 12,000-hectare potato park, farmers manage their own genetic resources, protecting traditional knowledge and ancient cultivation technologies. This genetic wealth is a primary defense for the future. It offers the tools needed to breed new varieties that can thrive despite the impacts of climate change. While the potato continues to feed billions, its biological properties are also being applied to environmental challenges, specifically the crisis of non-degradable plastics. Scientists are now using potato proteins and starch to create sustainable alternatives to traditional plastics. These bio-based materials are used for food containers and medicine capsules that are gluten-free and can safely re-enter the ecosystem after use. The crop that supported the rise of the industrial age is now providing the technology needed to mitigate its environmental impact. Because the potato has stabilized empires and now offers a path towards sustainable manufacturing, the United Nations has designated May 30th as the International Day of Potato. The day centers on a specific theme: where potatoes grow, livelihoods flourish. It highlights how strengthening the value chain around this crop directly reduces poverty and advances the goal of zero hunger. This initiative has a massive global reach, with major observances occurring in diverse locations like the Kingdom of Lesotho to spotlight innovation in rural agri-food systems. At its heart, the day celebrates the small-scale farmers who cultivate this crop with the Earth's well-being in mind, protecting its diversity for the next generation. Advocating for the potato means championing the farmers who safeguard our past, sustain our present, and are actively growing our future.